Today we're gonna talk about books! My favorite books! Hey there, leave it up to us lazies. This week's theme is book theme, so I'm gonna talk about my favorite books, and maybe they're your favorites too. Let's go ahead and dig right in. The first book I'm going to talk about is A Night Without Stars by James Howe. They call this a flair fiction, which I don't know what that means, but it's fiction. This is about a girl who has to have open heart surgery, and she's really nervous, and goes to the hospital, and she becomes friends with this kid named Donald, and he had some serious burns and stuff, and all the other kids in the hospital called him the Monster Man and blah blah blah. And this says he told her that the sleep of surgery was like a night without stars, and that's how the book got its name. So what I'm gonna do for all the books is I'm just gonna open a random page and read out a sentence. Maria has a hole in her heart, Tina blurted out. She's going to have open heart surgery, Joni added. Oh yeah? Marlene snapped her gum and blinked once slowly, as if she'd just been told nothing more fascinating than the time of day. They'll probably have to give her a new heart, she said casually. What? This was too much for Tina. What do you mean a new heart? Didn't you ever hear about heart transplants? Well, yeah, sure, but they can't fix a hole in your heart. They have to give you a new one. Where would they get a new heart? Well, it won't be new, really. More like used. Anyway, so this was a good book. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. My next favorite book is called Life in the Fat Lane. I got this at Goodwill for like $1, maybe? $1.25. So this is fiction. This is about a girl who gets this disease. I don't know if she called it a disease or not. She gets something and it causes her to gain weight, and she tries everything to lose weight, but she can't, and it's kind of emotional. And her mom is a fitness instructor, and her dad's like really mean. I'll just read the back of the book for you. Lara Ardich, I don't even know how to pronounce her name. A voice in my head said to me, "You are not a quitter. You can change this, and you don't need anyone's help. All you had to do was stop eating. Totally. No matter how hungry you get, or how bad that is, it can't be as bad as this." Yes, that was what I would do. I'd just stop eating. One of two things would happen. I would get thin again, or I would die. Either way, I would win. So yeah, pretty good book. I give it a 3 out of 5. Moving on. I forgot to mention that this is by Sherry Bennett. Next is called Icy Sparks by Gwen Hyman Rubio. I think that's how you pronounce her name. This book, oh my god. Very good. Very, very, very good. This is set in Kentucky in like the 1950s, I think. It's about a 10-year-old girl named Icy, and she lives with her grandparents. And she starts getting these symptoms, and she like starts cursing and screaming uncontrollably, and she's very violent. And the book is also narrated by Icy Sparks when she's grown up. So let me find a random sentence to read. Matani, my grandmother, said it began deep inside my mama's womb when she was pregnant with me. Mama ate those little green crab apples that grew beside the tool shed. She ate oodles of them, popped them into her mouth like rock candy, crunched and swallowed one right after another until not one was left to ripen on the tree. Green apples ain't no baby's nourishment, she said, but in the beginning, they was all your mom could hold down. And that is Icy Sparks. I give this a 4.9 out of 5. Next is called The Reason by Lacey Sturm. Lacey Sturm is formerly from the band Flyleaf, and I met her personally, and she signed her book for me. Best experience ever. Here's a picture of me meeting her. Sorry, I look like total crap. But yeah, she was really nice. She gave me this book for free when I met her. I still can't get over it. Anyways, this is nonfiction, and this is like a Christian-based book, but it's really, really good. And all the chapters in here are titled The Reason, fill in the blank. Chapter 8 is called The Reason I Wanted to Die. I don't believe bullying is the main thing that makes us want to die. I believe that it can be a trigger for people like my young self who already feel unsure about their purpose and identity, people prone to sadness, people restless with a world that seems to offer so many shallow answers to the deep questions that make their hearts heavy. I have not completed this book yet. I think I'm on chapter 3. I'm reading a lot of books right now, so it's hard to keep up with everything. But so far, this is incredible. It feels like she's sitting right in front of you telling you her life story. 5 out of 5. Next is 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. So this is about a girl who dies, and she leaves behind a box of cassette tapes and a cassette player, and she passes them to different people that she knew personally. I don't know why I don't remember any of it because this book is like freaking amazing. So I'm gonna read the back of the book. Clay Jensen doesn't want anything to do with the tapes Hannah Baker made. Hannah's dead. Her secret should be buried with her. And Hannah's voice tells Clay that his name is on her tapes and that he is in some way responsible for her death. All through the night, Clay keeps listening. He follows Hannah's recorded words throughout his small town. ... And what he discovers changes his life forever. And the really, really cool thing about this is that you can go to youtube.com/Hannah'sFriend13 and you can listen to the tapes that she recorded. Anyways, it's really, really good. I give it a 5 out of 5. Moving on. A Work in Progress by Connor Franta. Connor Franta is one of my favorite human beings on earth. I mean, first of all, can we just appreciate how beautiful the front of this book is? And then like, oh wait, oh my god! So if you didn't know already, this is a memoir, and there's beautiful pages, beautiful pictures, beautiful human being. The back of the book says, I'm just a small town kid trying to figure out my place in the big wide world. I've only been around for 22 years, and there's so much left for me to explore and learn. I've read numerous pages of this book to my grandmother, and she enjoys it. I'm gonna read a page called If I Had an Art Installation. It's 8 p.m. I'm on a date. The engrossing topic at hand, art installations. Art is all around us, so any chance I get to talk about its endless depths, I'll take it. You see, I'm wildly obsessed with art. After watching the documentary The Artist is Present earlier this year, I had a particular fascination with that concept. In the film, the subject created an installation that involved herself, a table, 2 chairs, and an open invitation to anyone who wanted to join her at the table. And so it was that the question arose between me and my date. If you could make an art installation, what would you create? With that, a thought immediately popped into my head. I would create an exhibit that involved a room full of people with all ages, shapes, sizes, ethnicities standing still. Completely naked. The person viewing the exhibit would walk through a maze of bodies, making his or her way to the exit, taking whatever path he or she chose. Along the way, viewing every type of person in his or her true form, and thus exposure to the rawness that is humanity stripped bare. In so doing, without the shield of fashion or social masks we wear, each exhibitor is seen for who he or she truly is, and we get to see the reality that we are all individually unique, which is nothing short of beautiful. There is no hiding place. It's as real as it gets. It's an art mirroring life. 27 out of 5. The Pointless Book 2, continued by Alfie Days, finished by you. I am in love with do-it-yourself books. This is so sad. This book belongs to Hailey Miller, signed by Alfie. Blank space. So I'll read the don't break the chain thing. Somehow I got to money. So it starts off with red, rose, scent, candle, room. And when I thought of room, I thought of my bedroom. When I thought of my bedroom, I thought of posters. Posters led to 5 Sauce, which led to Luke and Ashton and Michael and Callum, band, music, iPod, apps, Instagram, hashtags, Facebook, Twitter, Alfie, Zoe, Girl Online, penny, nickel, quarter, dollar, money. Because the main character in Girl Online, her name's Penny. Yeah. Moving on, I give this a 5 out of 5. Girl Online by Zoe Sugg. I love Zoella, so of course I had to pick up her book and read it. Except I only think I'm on chapter 4. But it's really good so far. I have this dream that, secretly, all teenage girls feel exactly like me. Relatable! And maybe one day when we realize that we all feel the same, we can stop pretending we're something we're not. Relatable! But until that day, I'm going to keep it real on this blog and keep it unreal in real life. Relatable! I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 even though I haven't even gotten to chapter 5 yet. Moving on. Oh no! Next is The Fault in Our Stars. If you haven't heard of this book yet, are you living under a rock or something? So I've read 2 other books by John Green and this is my favorite. You know what's funny though? When I first read this, I couldn't get interested. You know what else is funny? My friend Elijah told me not to read this and so I purposely went out and bought it to read it. Anyways, yeah, truth is, when I first read this book all the way through, I was like, that was terrible. Like, I couldn't get into it. And then the movie came out and I was like, you know what, let's go watch it. So I went and seen the movie with Elijah and I only cried for like 10 minutes after it was over. I toughened it out, I'd say. Literally, the whole theater was crying. Like, when we walked out, we were all a complete mess. Hazel, you're a teenager. You're not a little kid anymore. You need to make friends, get out the house, and live your life. If you want me to be a teenager, you don't send me to support group. Buy me a fake ID so I can go to clubs, drink vodka, and take pot. You don't take pot, for starters. See, that's the kind of thing I'd know if you got me a fake ID. You're going to support group. Ugh, with like 20 G's. Absolute favorite. 24 out of 5. I just got this the other day. It is Self-Health by Miranda Sings. If you don't know who Miranda Sings is, are you living under a rock? I don't want to give anything away because this book is so good. So I'll just read the little flap on the inside. Hey guys, it's me, Miranda. You're the luckiest person in the whole world right now because you have my manual on how to be a person. I want to help you and all of my Mirfandas learn how to be better people, how to have confidence, how to have talent, how to be successful, how to be just like me. In this book, I'm going to teach you about love, career, fashion, self-esteem, dealing with haters, and of course, magic. This is such a good book, you don't even know about it. Thanks for getting it. Bye. And that was my terrible Miranda impression. If you have not got this yet, go out and get it. It's at Target for like $16, I think, where I was. I've read the book in literally 30 minutes, and I laughed so friggin' hard, I cried. Miranda, if you see this, you're a genius, and you're beautiful, and I love you. 4 billion out of 5. And my last book. How much you guys want to bet that you have never heard of a book like this before? Ladies and gentlemen, my favorite book of all time. The Home Spa Book for Dogs! Look how cute! Here's the spa menu. For breakfast, 1/4 cup of mixed fresh berries and melon cubes with 2 organic scrambled eggs. For lunch, 1 ripe avocado, pit removed, 1 cup of mixed steamed vegetables such as broccoli and cauliflower, 1 deboned broiled chicken breast. For dinner, 1/3 cup of vegetable couscous, steamed salmon fillet. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. And for dessert, frozen lactated milk slush. Reminder, this is for dogs, not humans. I mean, this is a rich person's guide for treating their dog like royalty. But anyway, that is all of my books that I'm going to go through. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And I will talk to you next Tuesday with an incredible video. Sorry for awkwardness. Love you all. Bye!